Today we're going to be doing 2 more looks with the Monteverde palette. This is the one that Nomad Cosmetics did in collaboration with the Cloud Forest Preserve. I've been wanting to do more looks with this. Every time I review a new palette, I'm always saying I'm going to do some more looks for YouTube. I'm going to do another look for TikTok or my Reels, and then I never have time to actually do it, and I wanted to play with this palette some more, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing 2 more looks in this video. I'm going to be doing look number 1 now. I had originally planned to try to film both looks in one day, but I don't think I'm going to be able to handle doing that. So we're going to do the first look today. I have 2 other videos that I'm going to be filming, and then we're going to do the second look later on in the week. But yeah, this is the cover. I just think it's so freaking pretty. Today we're going to be focusing on the blues. So we're going to be focusing on Blue Morpho. I think that's what that says. So this deep shade right here on the outer corner, and then we're going to take Resplendent Quetzal. I know I'm butchering that. This is going to kind of go over the lid. And then this shimmer right here, which is called Magical Mist. That one is going to go on the lid. I did do a look using these 2 shades that I kind of practiced with off camera, but I think I'm going to take this one in there just to add something deep. But let's start with this shade. I'm going to start off priming with my ColourPop Party Proof Primer in Caramel. Have any of you guys tried the primer from Natasha Denona? I'm over 40. I have kind of like hooded eyelids, and the skin on my eyelids is also looser. And while I'm liking the primers that I've been using, whenever I'm blending my shadow over the top, my eyelids like move around a lot, and so I don't feel like the skin on my eyelids tends to move a lot because it's looser, and I don't know well if it's just not working well with the primers that I'm using. But I've heard that the Natasha Denona eyeshadow base is really good. So let me know, guys, down in the comments if you have used it and what you think about it. While that sets down, I am using from Hello Fab the Coconut Skin Smoothing Priming Moisturizer. You guys, this is from First Aid Beauty. You guys, this is so glowy, so like luminescent. When I first applied it, it almost looked like I was wearing like a pink highlighter. I mean, you can see now just the glow on my skin. I'm wearing the Screen Queen foundation from Milani over the top, and I believe that's been discontinued. I cannot find it anywhere, which makes me sad because I really like that foundation. Right now, everything is just looking super glowy. When it set down, it didn't have like that super pink tint in it. It did look smoother and less like shiny, but I'm telling you, if you like a super glowy, dewy primer, I think you will love this one. It does look nice on my skin, but I have oily skin, so I don't know about having this much glow underneath my foundation. I'm going to take the E28 from Shop Miss A, AOA Studio. This is from one of their bigger brush sets, but they do come in individuals now. And I'm going to dip into Resplendent Quetzal, which I'm pretty sure I'm butchering. And I'm just going to go ahead and lay that just kind of in this area and into the crease. This is such a beautiful pastel blue. I have pastel blues in like other palettes that are a little bit harder to work with, but I find this one to be very smooth, and it just blends like right on in. I don't really have to, you know, put a lot of work into it to get it to blend out. It just looks really pretty. I'm going to take Blend Bunny 1, and we're going to dip into Blue Morpho, this deep rich blue shade, and that's just going to go on the outer corner, and then we're going to start laying down the shimmer. Ooh, that is super pigmented. Oh, that's pretty. I just want to like lightly blend that into the other blue. Okay, that is a stunning shade. Wow. So lightly blend it into the crease. But man, that is blending out so quickly and so beautifully. That is stunning. That is absolutely stunning. This look is coming together so fast. It's very easy to put together quick looks when you're working with a formula that actually blends well. And this one, this is blending really well. This is so much better than that Paradise Islands palette. I just don't know what was up with the formula in that one. It just did not work for me. Oh my god, that is so pretty. Oh, that is stunning. I'm going to take that same shade and I'm going to use one of these little angled brushes, and I'm just going to lightly tap that along my lower lash line. That is just such a stunning shade. Kind of connect it into the lid. Oh, that's pretty. I know I have said that 1,000 times already, but it's no lie. Shadow is so pretty. I'm going to go back into Blend Bunny 1. I just want to clean this up, make it more winged. And just softly blended along the edges. Like that. Oh, that is just so pretty. That is such a stunning shade. You know, sometimes when you're working with a darker, deeper blue, it's like purples. They can sometimes be hard to formulate. This one is stunning. It's not giving me any trouble at all. Wow, that's pretty. Ooh, gorgeous. I'm going to go back real quick into that first blue. Just kind of bring it back in along the edge here. Alright, that is it for the mattes. Now we're going to go into our shimmers. I'm going to take brush do I want to use for this one right here. This is a flat shader brush from Eloise Cosmetics. I'm going to take that and we're going to dip into Magical Mist and lay that on the lid. This one has kind of a blue-green shift to it. I don't think I'm going to have to wet my brush, but we'll see. But I'm going to focus that on the lid. Just kind of lay a little bit on top of that blue. This is such a gorgeous shifty shade. There is like some little micro glitters in it, but it doesn't like fall all over your face. They really stick to the eyelid. I've played with this shade off camera and it is just, it's stunning. It is so beautiful. I mean, look at that. You see how smooth and shiny it is? Like no work at all. Pigmented. It's beautiful. This palette is just, it's gorgeous. All right, I'm going to take this little flat shaded brush here. I think I got this from a dough color set. I'm not sure. I got this off Amazon eons ago. And we're going to go, what do I want to do? I wish there was a lighter shade in here, like a lighter shade of purple or something. The only other shade we have is River Trail, so I'm going to go ahead and put that like in this inner part. Only because I don't want to put Magical Mist like all over the lid. I wanted to bring in something a little bit brighter into the inner corner. And that is gorgeous. Woo, so pretty. Alright, so I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to throw on my liner, lashes, put something on my lips, and then we'll come back and see the final look. Look number 1 is complete in my waterline. I'm using one of the liners from Maneater Cosmetics. This one I think does a better job than the Trace one at not transferring down, but we'll have to see as I wear it throughout the day. My wing is with the NYX Epic Ink Liner, my absolute favorite ink liner of life. And my lower waterline, I'm using one of the gel liners from AOA Studio. This shade is in Cool Days. I don't know what I think about this one. I have to work really, really hard to get it in there. I don't know. So far, this one doesn't seem to be working very well for me. On my lips, I have a combination of the Persona 9210 kind of warm nude pencil combined with Clap If You Believe, which is one of the ColourPop glossy lip stains, which is part of their Tinkerbell collaboration collection. But this is look 1. I think it came out really pretty. I'm really loving the blues and like the kind of green and blue multi-chrome shimmer and everything just kind of put together. Let me know down in the comments what you think. That's it for look number 1. Let's move into look number 2. For look number 2, I think I want to focus more on the pink tones in the palette. So we're going to take Bromeland, this pink right here that's going to kind of go in this area, kind of going into my crease, like more like my transition shade. And then I'm going to take Passiflora, this shade right here, and put that in the outer corner. And that's pretty much going to be my mattes on my upper lid. And then we'll decide what to do on the lower lash line once I get to that point. I have been playing with this palette off camera, and I did a couple of days ago a look using the yellow and the orange. I took the yellow and kind of blended that in the inner portion of the eye and then blended that into the orange shade on the outside. If this were like a deeper, more murkier shade, and then this was more of like a warmer burnt orange, it would have looked better. But because the shades are so bright, almost neon, I kind of look like Ronald McDonald. It was not a very good look. These two shades were just way too bright together because of the fact that they're a little bit too neon. So yeah, that look did not come out the way that I was planning for it to come out. I saw that they restocked their Haunted Europe palette. They do have a new one coming out for Hudson Valley. I would definitely be picking that one up. But if you did not get this one came out last Halloween. This is the one that has that little, the cover that kind of shifts back and forth in these really pretty, rich kind of murky tones. This is their Halloween palette last year. It went out of stock and they recently restocked it. So if you're wanting to pick this palette up, it is now available again. We're going to start by priming my eyelids with my Juvia's Place concealer. When I first started getting into makeup, this was how I originally primed my eyelids. But then I started getting into like actual eyeshadow primers. My eyes have always been a little hooded, but I've noticed like in the last couple of years that they've become a little bit more hooded and the skin on my eyelids is a little bit looser. And so I'm finding that like regular eyeshadow primers, the shadow is not blending as smooth over the top. But I've been using the Juvia's Place concealer again, and the shadows just seem to be working really, really well with this concealer. I'm going to take this brush from Beauty Bay, and we are going to dip into Bromeland, and I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. I'm also finding with the concealer that it's a little bit more pigmented. I'm not having as much of an issue like with patchiness. And overall, the shades are just like blending out better. So I'm just going to take that into my crease. I'm going to blend a little bit going into the inner portion of the eye as well. I want it to be lighter here and a little bit deeper on the eyelids. Do you see how smooth that's blending out? Combination of a really pretty eyeshadow formula as well as this concealer. I may not have liked the Juvia's Place concealer as just like a regular under eye concealer, but I'm telling you, as an eyeshadow base, as an eyeshadow primer, it just works so well. Alright, so far everything is looking really good. We're going to go into this pointed eyeshadow brush. This is from Profusion. This is the EYESHADOW, and I'm going to use this to go into that Passiflora shade, and we're just going to lay that into this area, and that's pretty much going to be it for the mattes as far as the upper eyelid is concerned. And then we're going to go into the lower lash line. But I'm just going to softly blend this into the outer part of the eye. It's just so super pigmented, and mainly just to add depth to the outer corner, and then softly blend it in to my crease. Just focusing on the outer part of the eye. For the lower lash line, I'm going to go into Violet Sub Brewing. That's what I think that word is, which is a deeper purple, and I'm going to use this little small detail brush from Eloise, and I'm just going to carefully lay that on the lower lash. I don't want to like blend it as far as like blow it out or anything. I'm finding being over the age of 40 and having that looser skin, that if I just blend it out too much on the lower lash line, it just goes everywhere, and it doesn't look good. For my all over shimmer, I'm going to take River Trail, which is this purple to blue shifty shade. There's also like a little bit of silver in there. It is so freaking pretty, and I'm going to take it on this Eloise flat shader brush. I'm going to spray it a little bit using my Bolero face mist, just to kind of get it to adhere to the eyelids a little bit more. I'm finding that the shades in this palette a little bit more, like a little bit of micro glitters, and so wetting the brush definitely helps the formula to stick to the eyelid better. So I'm just going to lay this all over the lid. And that might be it. I may not put anything in like the inner corner. I might just leave it at that. For one, this is like the brightest shade in the palette, so there isn't anything brighter that I could use for an inner corner highlight. I'm going to go back in with that pointed crease brush and just kind of make sure the outer corner is just blended in. I love how quickly this look came together. Alright, so I'm going to go off camera, throw on liner, lashes, pick something for my lips, and then we will come back and see the final look. So this is the look complete. What do you guys think? I think it came out really pretty. I'm loving the pink and the purple. When I put the shimmer on the lid and then blended some more of that pink over it, it kind of made it more purple on the outside, and then it's looking more silvery blue on the inside. It has like a really pretty kind of gradient from like purple to silver blue, and I think it looks very, very pretty. For my liner, I'm once again using my NYX Epic Ink Liner, and then my upper waterline, I am using the Mally. This is the Evercolor Gel Waterproof Liner. So far, this is actually working pretty decent to prevent transfer. Like, it's not transferring from my waterline down as much as the one from Trace Stick did, so I'm liking that. For my lower waterline, I'm using one of the gel pencils from the Ulta Beauty Thor Collaboration Collection. This shade is called Ulta Aura. It's just a really pretty kind of metallic purple. And then for my lips, I'm using a combination of the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in Jubilee. This is part of their little cherry collection. And then my all over lipstick is from CoverGirl. This is 24-hour matte lipstick. This is so pretty. I definitely want to get more shades of this. It's a very smooth formula, but it's matte but doesn't dry. Like, my lips are still smooth. It's very, very comfortable. This is extremely long wearing, and you can also touch it up really well. It doesn't get all like cakey and gummy. This formula is really, really nice. So that is going to be it for this 2 looks. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have picked up the palette and what you think of the palette. What look was your favorite? Definitely sound off in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It really does help with the channel. If you are new to my channel and you are not already subscribed, I would love it if you consider joining my little family and hitting subscribe, and make sure to tap the notification bell so you get notified of any videos coming up in the future. You can also follow me on my other socials. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.